Good morning, it's the 2nd of April 2015 and this is the last view you're gonna have of Vancouver because I'm about to go down to the lobby and catch a taxi to the airport. Hello? Yep, that was my wake-up call. That's a backup to my alarm. Anyway, I'm just about packed up and heading down to the lobby still. Oh, that's the top of my hotel. I just came down from up there. That's some lookout. I'm not sure if that's a restaurant as well. I don't think that's my taxi. Somebody's taxi. Mine comes at 5 o'clock.
Between coir producers and foreign and domestic buyers. Over the years, this has supported a large number of...
Well, it was my taxi after all.
And helped them reach global markets. Carlos Antonio, who teaches material studies of cabling, was one of their attendees. A range of products drug offerings.
Back in January, all of those
I've just been through customs and immigration, which is weird because you normally do that after the flight, and apparently I'm now in America even though I'm still in Canada. It's weird, they do things back to front here apparently. And that's my gate, and as you can see there's a Tim Hortons. I'm going to grab a coffee and a donut. I got myself 2 chocolate donuts and a Pepsi from Tim Hortons. I did actually go to Burger King to get some chicken strips, and after paying for them they said, oh, we don't have any. So that's why I came back to Tim Hortons and got this. That's queue for Tim Hortons right now. I'm glad I got my donuts when I did. Time to board the plane.
Que votre ceinture est attachée. Les couloirs et les issues doivent être dégagés et vos effets personnels bien rangés. C'est le moment de désactiver toutes les fonctions de transmission et de réception de vos appareils électroniques pour la durée du vol. Nous vous demandons également de bien vouloir ranger tous vos gros appareils électroniques pour le décollage. Merci.
got to be the smallest cup of tea I've ever had in my life. bridge. Down the bottom is a Golden Gate Bridge, and we have Alcatraz Island right there. Should be that close somehow. That's not good. I think it's a long taxi ride to my hotel. I'll probably have to get some more money out of my account to pay for the ride. Southwest way. Well, I'm in the taxi, but there's no driver. Maybe I can drive myself. So what happens if the police want to pull them over? What happens then?
No, he never speeds. He always goes. It's all set, you know, like that.
Right. That's the Bay Bridge right there. Mm-hmm. Yep. And I think the Golden Gate's further down, isn't it?
Further down.
Yeah. I'm actually staying on the 3rd floor. Apparently I'm one of the first guests to try out the new room. Interesting. A bit of a funny smell in here. Oh, it looks pretty nice and fancy. And you can sort of see outside. Well, not as good as view as I had yesterday. It's going to have to do. You're joking, you can actually play darts? What? I've never seen this anywhere. Oh no, the magnetic, you can play darts. Wow, let me have a go. Yeah! That's an 11. Well, I am looking for somewhere to have lunch. A salted caramel shake. Ugh. Sounds gross to me. Maybe it's popular, I don't know. And another McDonald's. Just what we need. Key change.
If you're going to San Francisco, make sure you wear some flour in your hair, whole wheat flour preferably. That's a song off my San Francisco Sound CD, which I have available right up here at the bandstand. All kinds of great songs written about San Francisco, and each song performed by yours truly, Alan Frederick, on the Dog and Pony record label.
Every shop and restaurant you walk past, you got somebody trying to drag you in there, you know. Say, oh, you come to my restaurant, I've got tables for you. I'm just trying to find out where Pier 33 is, because that's where I've got to go tomorrow to catch a boat to Alcatraz Island. Look at the cute of this place. I think it's just like a burger joint or something. You know? I'd go somewhere else. I wouldn't queue up that long. There's the Golden Gate Bridge. A lot of noisy birds down here. 14 years ago, my dad and I walked down this street and all along Fisherman's Wharf. That was a long time ago. And Dad, you're watching this, I'm sure you remember too. I think I bought some postcards in one of these shops. I'd actually much prefer a Buffalo Wild Wings, but I haven't seen one down here. And here's one of the most iconic landmarks of the area. Apparently you can win tickets for One Direction, but they need to update the photo because there's only like 4 of them now. I used to play tenor saxophone back in the day. I'm a piano player now. I wanted to get a nice view of Alcatraz for you, and I got 2 boats just pulling into shore. Get out of the way. I'm trying to show people Alcatraz. Here we go. That's better. Well, here you go for all of you back home. And all you Americans too. There's Alcatraz. And there we got Bob Dylan. Get out of the way, lady. Well, Bob Dylan wanted me. You can probably play better than Bob Dylan anyway.
Hi, my name's Josh. What's up?
You know anyone who's left-handed? Bring him here.
Applaud as she scampers off stage.
Yay!
Matthew stands right here, buddy. All right, young man. Where are you from?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, awesome. Everybody has a show out there. And how old are you, sir?
7.5.
7.5, he's precise. Matthew, you were holding a bottle of, I forget what it was, but it went great with lunch. So, it's in safety bags. I'm not going to wrap it in a safety towel because I want you to be safe. I'm all about the safety, especially since last week this part of the show didn't go well. It's kind of an oopsie, a big grown-up oopsie. You know, the kind of grown-up oopsie that has lawyers and screaming and yelling and, oh my God, look at that! And And there was a lot of freaking paperwork, so they made me buy a towel. Okay, here you go, Matthew. Anytime you're ready, smash the bottle. Whoa, I like your roundhouse. You might have to give it a couple of whacks. It's okay, though. That's all right. Keep going. It's harder than it looks. It's cool, buddy. Don't worry about it. Just you'll hit the right spot in just a moment. There. Oh, perfect. Now you've busted it, so now it's going to bust up real easy. So now just get close and wham, 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 all up and down. Go crazy. Go to town. Excellent. All up and down. The whole length of the bottle, because I need like dozens, hundreds of pieces. Really go to town on it. Excellent. Whoops. Hang on. I know what will inspire you. Hey, Matthew, do you have any brothers or sisters? About 2 brothers? Okay, well, pretend it's about one of them. So, whoa, he liked that. That inspired him. There we go. All right, very good. Want to give him one last hit? Whoa, there we go. Perfect. I'll take that now. Man, you reminded me of Kathy Bates in Misery. You were whacking on James Caan there. Okay. Let's see how Matthew did. I get the feeling he did really well. Matthew, oh, excellent work, Matthew. Look what you did. And I know, woo! Look at that. Matthew's busted glass. We're gonna pour it here onto the canvas where it will prove. Wow, we're gonna have to come up here. Come on out. Hang on, here we go. All right, there we go. There we go. Come on out. There we go. All right. Matthew. That proves 2 things. Number 1, the glass is real. Number 2, proves what we all know, and that is that Matthew is a glass act. All right. Now comes a very dangerous part of the show. Well, it's not dangerous. It's just weird. It's just unusual. You know, I've never figured out how to explain this next thing you're going to see, because it's really pretty weird. But here's the best way to describe it. It's the thing Matthew has to do. Matthew, do you know what you have to do right now? Hold my socks. Excellent. Matthew, and guess what now? Everybody in the Pier has one thing on their mind. Everybody in the Pier wants you to do something. Everybody in the Pier wants you to smell the socks. Everybody in the Pier wants you to. Everybody in the Pier wants you to. They all want you to. Everybody in the Pier.
Don't let us down!
No! Matthew, listen up. Come here, buddy. I got a word of something to tell you. Matthew, listen up. This will be important. Matthew, whenever you see a bunch of people on a pier and they're trying to talk you into something, that's called peer pressure. And you never give in to peer pressure. Matthew, you were awesome. Thank you so much. Boom! Scamper off stages. Everybody applauds wildly for you. All right, here we go, gang. Glass walking. I'm going to bet that 99.9% of you have never seen a live demonstration of glass walking. There's a very good reason you haven't. Glass walking is extremely rare. Why is it so rare? Where there's so many magicians and jugglers? Because you can't practice glass walking on your own. You need an instructor. You need a mentor. You need somebody to teach you all the things. There are no books or DVDs to tell you how to do this. That would be insane. You need an instructor. So years ago, I went to England, studied with an amazing man, taught me everything. This took 6 months. First lesson, he said, Sebastian, step in the glass. I said, won't that hurt? He said, step in the glass. I stepped in the glass. Ow! And he smiled at me and he went, that's lesson 1. It hurts. And it will always hurt. But now I'm going to train your mind over the next 6 months, teaching you yoga, hypnosis, mind control, so you can step in the glass, feel the pain, but you will translate it to something different. Then he said, I'm going to teach you how to cut yourself less. And I said less, and he went less. Because it's never perfect. Every show, something could go seriously wrong at the end of the show. So here we go. I'm going to do not 1, not 2, but 3 demonstrations. Part 1, I'm going to walk upon the glass. Part 2, I will walk upon the glass, but there'll be a twist. But here's the deal, I only do part 2 if you demand it. How will I know? Because I'll say, do you want to see part 2? And I will hear your applause and your cheers, demanding I continue. Because like Matthew, I give in to peer pressure. Then there will be part 3, the most difficult thing of all. I will get up here. Oh. I will leap into the air and come down with both feet into that huge pile of glass. But again, I only do part 3 if you demand it. So there you go, gang. It ain't magic. It really isn't juggling. Something very different, something unusual, something you may never see live again. So gather up close and break out the cameras. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Yay!
Then let us begin. Now all of us have stepped on glass. Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, to reiterate for those of you who are here and for those who just pitched up, I am a street performer, which means I am not being paid to do this show. I love entertaining you. Looking out at all of you, I can't imagine doing anything else. It's so much fun. And you're how I make my living. So at the end of the show, I'm going to be up there with my bucket. And that's where you come from the balconies, come from the sides, come from the seats, and you drop some money in. How much? Well, a lot of people put in 20s, either for themselves or for a family. 20 bucks is what you would pay if you were to see this show in one of the many, many venues I perform at all over the world, theater clubs, cabarets, because I'm one of the few glasswalkers who actually has left. A lot of people put in 10s, saying, you know what? That's cheaper than a movie, and this is more memorable than a movie. But most people put in 5, and I think that's awesome. 5 bucks for this, for something you probably never see again? I think 5 bucks is great. It's not even the price of a popcorn. But here's the thing, whatever amount you choose to put in, coming from the balcony side seats, whatever amount of money you drop in, it means the world to me, gang. You're how I make my living, and I love doing it. So all I ask from you is at the end of the show, don't scamper away. Walk this way, because you're witnessing something arcane, not mundane. Something you don't see every day. So here we go. Part 1. Now I could end there, or do you want to see part 2? You talked me into it. Matthew, would you like to help me again, buddy? Come on up here, buddy. Stand right there. Stay right here, face the audience, pal. All right, Matthew. Matthew, put your heads on my shoulders. Matthew, when I give you the signal, jump up, because Matthew, you're going for a ride. Matthew, jump. Excellent, scramble on up, good. Okay, put your cleat forward, grab your wrist with one hand, grab that wrist. Excellent, here we go, buddy. All right. Part 2, what I'm gonna call Matthew's most excellent piggyback ride. Now you have to admit, this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Watch, because you're watching a guy walk through broken glass, carrying an adorable old young man from Las Vegas on his back. Matthew, smile. You're going to be on a lot of iPhones. Here we go.
And YouTube.
Matthew, smile! Very good. That's going to be hard to top, but let me ask you this. Do I end there, or do you want to see part 3? You talked me into it. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, you fantastic audience. What an honor it has been to entertain you. And I mean that sincerely. It's just been terrific. So at the end of the show, remember, don't run away, come this way. You've seen something arcane. Ouch. Not Monday. I need one last thing from you. On the count of 3, I need everybody to yell. Balcony side seats, I need everybody to yell. Leap as loud as you can. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Excellent rehearsal. I know, I'm a little nervous because if something goes wrong, this is where it goes wrong. So I know what I need. I need a drum roll. So people on the seats, slap your knees. People on the balcony, smack the railing. And people on the side, smack somebody in the head. Okay. Here we go on 3. Be very loud. 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much. You've been an honor to perform for a round of applause for the assistants. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been fantastic. I have been Sebastian. Thank you for letting me show you something unusual. And now do come forward. Drop somebody in the bucket. There we go. There's a popcorn. Somebody thinks I'm worth a popcorn. I agree. Oh, fantastic. There we go. Somebody thinks I'm worth a movie. Even better. Here we go. Don't run away. Come this way. You've experienced something you may never see again. Thank you, young man from the front row.
That's a pretty big glass of Coke. Bigger than the cup of tea I had in the plane. Garlic bread and spaghetti bolognese for lunch. I don't think I've had bolognese this holiday, have I? Can't remember. Well, I'm nearly back at my hotel. It's about mid-afternoon. I'm actually going to end today's video here because we've got a big day tomorrow. We're going to Alcatraz Island. So I hope you join me for my final day. From San Francisco, California, good night and God bless. It's not night. Good afternoon and God bless.